have never handled? Do you wish to visit some old friends and check on their statuses? Or do you wish to potentially spark a new hiccup? There's only 4 of you. Don't all rush to speak at the same time.
Never.
So we can deal with something we've never dealt with before, check on some old friends, or cause a hiccup. We have too many hiccups. I vote against the hiccup.
I don't remember what we were trying to do last time.
Well,
We
you
were
guys
going
ran
to the
away
second
from
planet.
Yeah, and
Oh,
you
we
guys
did
ran
not
away
run
from
away.
the Avatar. You guys ran. Someone made a portal, and you guys vamped out of there after
Yeah,
someone
I remember
tickled it.
people bitching about they wanted to leave. I was going to kill us
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, so
And
you
I'm
ran.
like, man, we barely even begun to fight.
I know. That's what I said. And yet, they still ran. But it's okay.
And it was the people who are immortal that wanted to leave. I don't get it.
Bro, I didn't want to leave. I was going to betray all y'all. I thought they had the right idea.
That's why we left. We don't ever get low enough health for Wep to actually successfully betray us.
This is fair. I can honor that.
I'm pretty sure half the team was like 1 hit away from dying too.
I wouldn't be
Yeah,
You didn't even
surprised.
say anything like rude or anything. You just open your mouth and they fucking like psychic damage you for no fucking reason.
That's all it takes in the world. Come on now.
I mean, I was just standing there. I didn't say shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I was just minding my own business in some hell prison, and then I just get attacked by a Tiamat creature.
Shut up, Lee. Shut up, little Shio.
Look, it was just more like whatever was in there wasn't having it today, and you walked in at the wrong time. I'm sorry. Like, I'm not gonna say I made a mistake for your mistake. You see what I'm saying? We're on the same page.
You're right. Our mistake was answering a distress call.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill it,
that's
but don't
why
push
you
me.
don't do those things. You know, like the stress calls in the battlefields isn't exactly saying, "Hey, any Earthlings out there? We are friends. Come and give us a super drive so we can hyperspace out of here and never come back to invade." Yeah, that doesn't happen out here.
That sounded great, though.
Gosh, it sure does. Except you hear, Marv the Martian in the background. I do not think that is a good idea. I like to conquer all worlds. And then you see in the window, he flies off.
All I'm
No,
hearing is that
Martian
we get
is
a
loose.
40k everything we meet.
We're totally putting Marvin the Martian on our space mud flaps.
Would if we 40k the campaign, would Strixhaven be Cadia or Holy Terra?
Depends if we win or not.
That's fair. That's very true. That's very true.
Does that mean I have to sit on a golden throne? Is
If you're volunteering.
no, thank you. I'll just.
No, I
I'll
was just saying, like, there'll be a distress call and we just nuke it. Oh, man, that was close. Almost got us.
almost got their first words out.
I know.
Yeah.
Can't allow
It's
that.
like they wave. You see a flag slowly being trolleyed out, and then you just nuke them before it unravels and shows that it was like neutral colors.
I mean,
It
it's
was
not a
rude.
war crime until they unfurl the flag.
It's not a war crime if we're not currently at war.
True. There's a lot of not a war crime scenarios. The question is what do you guys see as an actual crime now? You know what I mean? I think it's more about what you find as a threat. But let's go ahead and have each of you guys roll a D100. That's going to decide who pings in and gives you guys a little update on the world around you.
For justice. Oh yeah, there's gonna be some space justice.
Why did it roll as a D8? Wait, that's not. Why didn't it roll?
Punishment.
So roll twice.
Punishment.
Oh, it's because I have both characters selected.
Divine punishment.
Wow, you guys are actually high up there. Seg, did you roll twice on accident?
I rolled the one of them on accident. I think it's.
Oh wait, you rolled a 19. I see.
Here,
Got it.
I'll
No,
delete it.
no, it's okay.
It's because I had both
I
of them
see.
selected.
That makes sense now. So 19 is 78, 93, 71, 70. Okay. Let me see. Let me look at my list and see what unfortunate things. You guys are actually really high up there, so let's see. All right. Start 78. Okay. Wow. Why? Why? Okay. Wonderful. You all see in your ship a kind of flickering lights go off. They kind of set off this weird, not so much as I wouldn't go as far as to say that it's a siren or a calling of such that requires your immediate attention, but it does give off that something is trying to communicate. You quickly hear, I apologize, I will handle that. Just slamming on some kind of mechanism. Robert goes about making sure nothing bothers your guys' deep thoughts. It is just the mailbox. It seems we are in signal.
Then we hit a mailbox.
Our box is in retrieval.
So we're being communicated with by a box?
From
It's like a
allies
communication spell.
across different parallels or other existences that know who we are and how to reach us. Yes, that is what I am referring. It is like someone in which other Ises went around and passed out your battlefield number, and people can just bink when we are in serviceable areas.
Oh, well, who's calling?
Is it
Oh,
me?
I need to scrub those back 1 second. They were in the process of deletion. I have got them back. Do not worry. We have received 4 calls in past times. However, they are fractured. It's as if they have traveled through multiple fractured eras and are retrieving us in unique ways. How many of you guys are familiar with Russian resting dolls?
That's the
Russian
dolls,
rusty what?
the dolls and dolls and dolls.
Yep,
Nesting
that's what
dolls.
it
Yeah.
is. So he's basically saying that the call's coming through, but it's telephoning. Each of them are telephoning. So you're getting what the call would be across multiple parallels. It is one single message, but it's up to you guys to understand what it could mean. As all of them are right, but only one of them is accurate on the actual call. Do I make sense?
Yes, we got to figure out which one is true.
All 4 calls are true. It's just
Which
the
echo
message you're
can we
getting
hear?
across all 4. Huh?
Which echo can we hear?
Oh, you can hear so many. But we can begin with the first roll, and that was Seg with a 78. You get the Doll of Scorched Legacy. You see Robert go through and go, I have fully recovered a 1 second. Now, when I refer to the Russian nesting doll, it's not a visual thing. As you guys hear these messages, you kind of hear like a muddling or weird transition in either tone change or what have you, depending if it does, or just the entire conversation seems to take a hard right. We will see.
Open it again, Rob.
As they open the first one, he says, I believe this one is marked S.L. I am not sure who that is reference to and or reference of from. You hear. Did you hear Professor Witherbloom is retiring? Swears the dead won't stay buried anymore. No, that's not that. They say one of her experiments rose without instruction, not undead, unbound. No, you're clearly mistaken. One of her previous students, now a lich, was last seen in the Sagmore, harvesting echoes of her voice. Oh yeah. There's a duplicate of her soul drifting through the Biblioplex archives. It's requesting tenure. That is the end of the first recording, Robert announces. I'll go ahead and copy and paste that for you. The doll of part is just so that those are just fun names I put in because I was doing the whole Rusty Nest and doll concept. Would you like to discuss this or move on to the next one?
So, which Professor Witherbloom? Just Professor Witherbloom themselves?
Dare I say, Bay?
Don't know you guys. You can use insight
Someone
checks,
wants
brain
tenure?
checks, thought checks.
I can't
I'll do
fire them then.
insight.
She has tenure on my heart.
Yeah, no, I have no idea who Professor Witherbloom is.
Is it the original professor?
It is. You feel like that's the only professor ever named Witherbloom. Witherbloom was then named after Witherbloom.
I mean, he's still alive. He just kind of got tired of being a teacher. How does
That's
he
why I
not
said
have
he was dead.
tenure?
What is he, one of your boxes?
No.
Answered awfully fast.
Well, I'm
I
pretty sure he's not in the box.
I think Lorraine is the only one who has tenure.
I think Lorraine's the one that fires people.
Wait, I thought it was one of the liches that was
She's
asking for tenure.
Oh,
No,
that makes
it
sense.
is saying one of her previous students, now a lich, was last seen in the Segmore, harvesting echoes of her voice.
You are the Strixhaven understander because you built it. What is the Segmore?
You guys know what that is?
I didn't
It's a swamp.
Is it
build
weird
in
that he's
Witherbloom.
like? Is it weird that he's like the least helpful?
Sedgemoor is the swamp you guys had a lot of encounters at, where the ship for Oshelia crashed. Pretty much, Sedgemoor is one of the biggest locations, swamp zones in Witherbloom. Like, it's a whole region area there.
Oh, we're really
Oh,
bad at
yeah.
learning where we've been.
Yeah, the trees and shit were trying to kill us.
Amongst other things, yeah.
We have found that inert mage hunter there too. I think we lost stuff in it too. I don't remember. We've been there a bunch though.
Oh, yeah, plenty of times. It's not an unfamiliar zone. It's more like a unfavorable zone. But based off your guys' general checks, Seg being the wisest, you understand this, Seg, across the four. All four of them are referring to a specific individual that is a teacher. Now, whether or not it is the Professor of Witherbloom or a Professor of Witherbloom is unknown, though it does refer to a she, and the original dragon and founder of Witherbloom is not a she. You would know this, being the valedictorian you are. And it looks like, yeah, you would know this. Furthermore, you would understand that the first doll, the outer doll, cannot be correct if Witherbloom is not a female. So this could be correct in what's correlated, but not in the reference of what the original message was trying to say. This third message makes the most sense in correlation of who it could be referring to, and the fourth message tells you exactly what someone's searching for. The second message is the only one that doesn't fit the overall story presented to you.
It fits our story though.
It does. Now that's interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
The
Which
question
one do
is,
you
what are
think?
you looking at these messages?
Which message do you guys think is the real one?
No. They're all real. They all have bits and pieces of the actual message in them.
Oh, right.
Like a
So I think what it's saying is that maybe the dead won't stay buried. Something rose without instruction, not undead, unbound. That one doesn't fit super well. But there was a lich or something harvesting echoes of her voice. And somebody's soul is drifting through the bibliothek archives requesting tenure. I'm actually not sure about that one a whole lot.
Consider this: if you guys had to lay these out in a timeline, what order would they be in? If you had to guess.
I would say the outer doll is the oldest, or the oldest message, and then the core doll, like going down, is the timeline, because like it starts off with swears the dead won't stay buried anymore, and then it moves on to talking about how it's not undead but unbound, and then it leads into a lich, which is both undead and unbound. And then it also talks about echoes of her voice, which implies that something probably shattered her or killed her, and her spirit is floating through the biblioplex demanding tenure.
Oh. I mean, okay.
I mean, if there's one safe place for souls in all of the multiverse, it's the biblioplex. No one's gonna destroy anything there for fear of Iz's true wrath.
You
I
then
mean,
hear.
Being
Go ahead.
dead's no excuse not to get tenure. I mean, all you have to do is submit the paperwork. Wouldn't even be the first undead teacher we've had.
It's sitting on your desk. They're waiting for you to do your paperwork.
I did my paperwork, remember?
Oh, then they should have tenure by now.
Yeah, which makes it very odd.
Barbara goes, I cannot keep these from playing ever since you gave me request of providing. The next one spits out. Living ink. The first comment. Quintilis made out with his own poem again. He insists it came alive after he finished writing it. Claims it whispered real authors bleed. The poem's sentence infected the inkwell. Any student who uses it starts seeing the unwritten drafts of their own death. You mean the ink is traced to a forbidden text written by the founder of Prismari? Sealed behind a portrait that won't stop weeping?
What?
I'll let you guys digest this one.
Okay, so making out with a poem isn't that surprising in Strixhaven. It's more frowned upon because it's probably your familiar. So the first one seems suspicious, but I wouldn't doubt that someone at the Liberal Arts Magic College could figure out how to make out with a poem.
I
Oh, wait,
mean,
made out.
Wouldn't that just be an inkling?
That's what I'm talking about. It'd be like they're familiar, so it's kind of frowned upon. Not exactly against the rules, but ugh. I don't want to be with that person.
I mean, are even most of them sentient? I've got issues with this.
I think they only become sentient if you make them a familiar, so I guess it'd be illegal unless you made them sentient and they could consent. I don't want to think on that one anymore. He insists it came alive after he finished writing it. It claims it whispered, real authors bleed. I'm sensing a demon took over his poem and told him to bleed.
Hmm. Maybe he did blood, sweat, and tears, and it's more of a metaphor.
That's actually not a bad concept. Add that in somewhere.
The poem's sentience infected the inkwell. Any student who uses it starts seeing unwritten drafts of their own death.
Oh, it's a mimetic weapon. Yeah.
Okay, so it's sentient, so it can consent. That's good. The
I keep
poems...
forgetting you guys don't see your death, like, ahead of time.
I see all of them, so I don't really see mine.
Oh, well, I definitely see mine.
I see all the possible ways I could die.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you think I'm so good at avoiding death?
Luck?
Partially that.
Pirate buddies, what are your thoughts on this? Thinking really hard. They're like using their mental powers to communicate before they speak aloud.
They're actually pulling Ocean's 11.
Right.
Check. Aha, I'm back.
Hi back.
Am I back? Oh, I am back.
I'm front.
Cool. I honestly am not really sure what to make of this one. Seems like there's some evil that's awoken in the place where people write things. I graduated, don't worry about it.
Nice.
Okay. By the way,
The
Quintilis
Devil
is the one
Song.
from the Rose Bowl that believed that they were the posh of all people. Of course, he's just one of few. Unless
Hear the Devil Song.
Living Ink. That's that one. You have two more.
The
And then we'll see
poem-
what all four of these mean.
Yeah.
You have Amir's song. Robert goes, "Okay, group, this is going to be a odd one. I feel as if there is something coming after us. These messages might be crossing each other." The Outer Doll. A student in Silverquare heard their own future read aloud during a debate. What happened? The professor blacked out. The Middle Doll. Their voice is being studied to this day. It's been echoing back events that haven't happened yet. Faculty are panicking. The Inner Doll. The echo references a choral stuttering that strips away verbal spells. Entire disciplines would collapse. In Iz's voice, though not your is, but nonetheless an Iz. A choir of doppelganger banshees is forming in the abandoned area theater. Their harmonics warp reality. Only one note remains unwritten, and we will stop them.
Mm.
This is a real brain power session, guys. Once we get through the brain power, I might hit you with something, but you gotta use your brains.
I've only got two
Doppelganger
brain cells left.
Banshees.
Think about the picture this is painting. Not just this one, but so far.
Could you imagine losing so bad at a debate you just pass out and start reading their death?
Pretty crazy stuff.
Their voice is being studied. It has been echoing back events that haven't happened yet. Oh, that sounds like it's the result of our release of the potential of thought. Back when we did that echo.
Someone's putting something together. Interesting.
Because it's talking about a voice being studied because it's been echoing back events that haven't happened yet. And that's exactly what we kind of released back into the universe, is the infinite potential futures.
The big problems. Oh, yeah.
The echo
Okay.
reference is a choral sundering. Oh, so that must be like a potential future from one of the parallels. A choral sundering where all verbal spells become unusable.
Joe, I'm just going to put it out there meta. You've seen the end.
Yeah, weren't we there? Pretty sure we visited it. And we're like,
Once you read that, you should be thinking, is that how it happened? Like, how else could it achieve such?
Yeah.
Why would a seed be the only way to grow again?
the seed grow again?
Seed?
Ah, Shio, you're not thinking of your own stuff. You need a seed to rebirth the planet. No magic can do it. No wish spell can make it happen.
Yeah. I have been trying to get that seed.
because something like this must have happened.
I see. So it's like the seed is like a not quite a backup, but a restart button. Okay, so I need like a seed of what, magic?
I'm pretty sure you have a DM in there telling you how to turn the planet back on.
Is
We
there
discussed it.
a switch? I mean, I usually put switches in.
I don't think we discussed it in depth. Like,
I think we discussed
Oh.
it here in a private, and then we talked about it in our DMs quite a bit. And then I was vague because I'm not telling you all the answers.
that's fair. Yeah.
But it did refer to a seed. You guys are seeing that I'm making it very clear to you that the end happened because there was no way of stopping it. And if there was no way of stopping it, that means magic had to be ended, which the coral stuttering did. So imagine what worse things occurred to get there.
Imagine they killed the goddess of magic and all the other gods of magic. Probably Seg.
After putting them in boxes for all these times, we end up killing them all anyway?
I mean, that's more Seg's personal blood-filled rampage.
Well, think about it. What did Seg release?
You
Himself.
mean he released and didn't get anything from?
No. Yeah. What did he release?
Myself,
Bats.
but also the god that, well, not even god, just the god killer who is sworn to destroy all gods except
The
Shia.
irony is he is a god, but he became a god because he killed gods, and the gods naturally, him killing gods made him a god, but he does not accept being a god. So it's a very interesting thing. But he is technically a god, but he is the god killer. What? Pull your smart brain out right now. Tell me you see a connection. Maybe you guys need the fourth one. I don't know. Maybe we'll get there. I'm just saying, there's a lot of story here, a lot of lore, a lot of things.
The last
happen.
one, the last one seems to go a completely different direction, talking about doppelganger banshees. I don't like the idea of a banshee being able to look like anyone.
Okay, you guys have been in this campaign since level 1. How many times have I ever used my words as literal as they've ever been? You really think doppelganger banshees mean doppelganger banshees? The word doppelganger tells you it couldn't be a banshee.
Wait.
A banshee
wait.
makes
Let
it.
roll
Okay,
is
go
roll
ahead, go
insight on
ahead.
this.
Okay.
Nope. He believes it 100%, word for word.
You're curious on what these are.
I mean, they're probably an is experiment. Doppelganger ghosts.
Why would I make doppelganger ghosts? I mean, they're ghosts. They can't take the place of a person if they're a ghost.
No, but they can mimic the soul if they're a doppelganger, and then take over your body.
What? Is that how that works?
I mean, if
He
they just
starts
imitate
inching
the
this way out of the
soul.
room. I've got to go experiment real quick.
No! Shio grabs him by his little tail as he tries to scurry away.
Yes, we'll try to escape.
Okay, go ahead. Give me a dex or acrobatics versus grapple from Shiv or athletics. Ooh.
All is right.
You get nowhere is.
You're not making
know,
more abominations out here.
One day I'll be a big dragon. You can't just grab me.
Yeah, one day I'll be god-sized, and I'll just grab you.
Oh, being a god's like being a lesser. You couldn't stop me then.
I think we all become equally powerful in the end.
Nah,
Okay,
maybe.
I'm going to do this for the last message. Rubber loads it up. I'm not going to verbalize it. I'm going to let you guys read it and you guys figure it out. I'm going to go say goodnight to my kid. I don't even want to hear your initial thoughts as you guys narrate it to yourselves. If you cannot see a connection between these 4 things after you discuss this one, I have either failed you or you guys are too exhausted to understand the big picture. And then I will help you with your crayons. Here
Hey,
is
those crayons are delicious, man.
the final message that you guys have received in your brief moment of passing. the botanical reversal. I'll be right back.
Okay, so a wither bloom druid grew a heart from soil. It pulsed once, then stopped. I don't like the implications of that. So either they failed to make the heart of something, or they succeeded and it only needed to beat once.
I'm a druid. Did I do this?
But are you a wither bloom druid?
No.
I thought you were a Quandrix druid.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it could be Wep. Wep is a wither bloom druid, technically.
I am fucking
Yeah.
innocent.
The one time we give you credit for, oh, I guess it's a failure. Yeah, you wouldn't want to take credit for that. Middle doll. She said it whispered to her, "Return me to my vessel." No one knows what that means, but she hasn't aged since. Oh, what if the druid ripped out her own heart as an immortality method?
Wow, that's a little extreme.
I don't know. You never age, but you guess you don't feel emotion. It's like being a lich, but without the bones. Inner doll. There's a carnivorous tree on campus now that only consumes the memories of the color green. What? So it would eat someone and then just remove their memories of the color green and then spit them out?
That sounds about right.
I don't like that it doesn't say where on campus. The core doll. She buried the heart in the center of campus every full moon. It draws in one professor's true name. That's not good. This person is a fae. And she's burying her heart next to Iz's heart. Ceremonially.
Oh, I have a girlfriend? What?
Aw. Iz, why haven't you told us about her?
I didn't know.
Is she the same size as you and like a little pink dragon?
I no idea. But I'm gonna interpret that's what it means.
Okay, we'll tell him when he gets back that we determined that this one means Iz has a girlfriend.
I can't wait to hear his disappointment.
Because I do
Where'd you
have
see it was
theories.
buried?
At the center of campus.
Center of campus.
That's where your heart is technically.
Oh, okay. Our
That thing that tried to consume me, but then it realized it couldn't hold me with magic.
Yeah, I heard something about a girlfriend. I want to know.
Yep. We determined that this one means Iz has a girlfriend. She's burying her heart near Iz's heart. That's like the most romantic thing ever.
Seriously, did Web chime in at all?
No, I don't think so on this one.
Hmm?
So funny.
we couldn't wait to hear your disappointment.
Jesus,
I agreed with them.
that's horrible. Okay, sure, that's interesting enough. I'm gonna write that down. We believe Iz buried his loved one. Okay, Iz
No,
loves
no, no,
whoa,
no.
whoa, whoa, whoa. We
His
just
girlfriend.
A girlfriend
her.
is only a girlfriend because he needed the girlfriend. Now, if it's not your loved one via girlfriend, then what was the girlfriend for? We need to know.
said, I mean, to be a girlfriend, I don't. It doesn't
Like you
need a
just like
reason.
saw the label and you're like, I need one of those. Boom.
For burying, obviously.
Yeah, for burying. Like clearly, you buried this girlfriend.
No, she
Well,
buried
we'll
her
figure that one
heart
out.
at the center of campus.
I don't know.
Like,
Maybe
she's
she's
the
one
one
of
doing
those
this.
tree people things. I don't know.
Yeah, she could have been like
Or
the
maybe
first
she's
tree
like a-
hugger and thought that he was a tree. Something.
She could
See?
also be a carnivorous tree that tries to eat Iz every time he sees her.
Man,
Oh, maybe it's an ex-girlfriend.
you guys have also
Ooh.
met a carnivorous tree, right?
Yes, we've
That
met a
was the
few.
lightning tree, wasn't it? We met like
Mm.
3.
Seriously, gosh, the last tree you guys met.
Oh, that one.
Oh, that one.
We've
I mean,
met a
it was
lot of
only on
carnivorous
top of
trees.
how many corpses and how many people did it say it would consume later, and it would go look for your body. Like I'm giving you the answers here. That one, yes.
Wait, are you sure it's that one? It might be a different one.
No, I'm not
I mean-
saying just that one. I'm just saying an example of carnivorous trees that you may know. Now imagine if it was that one. You guys entered into a zone in a map that was surrounded by water and coal that kind of lasted forever. And they lingered because obviously a slew of I'm not even going to go into the back lore because you guys fail so many rolls. Anyways, it's there. That's why I'm always that fast to drop knowledge. But you guys miss it all the time. So maybe it's that one. I don't know. Who knows? It's something. It could be like that one. We already know what the Xanthid is. I mean, one of you do. But, you know? And actually, the Monday crew just visited there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Bernie and Reno did some homework and turned it in. And it actually went well because of where they were located. And then they said, no, we're going to get out of here before the yarn spinner officially poked its head out and said boo. They just thought it was an anonymous voice speaking to them from the tree. But they did flee swiftly after the awesomeness, but they did go visit.
That's awesome.
Bernie's excited to brag and tell you. He's like, man, Iz will just be so excited. And Reno's really trying for good grades. So, Seg, there might be a soon another to join you as they're really trying to pass themselves. Meanwhile, across all four of these, Wep, you're in the hot seat. I am demanding that you tell me what you think all four of these have to do.
What was the thing circling the tree again? Those rocks?
Oh yeah, you mean what was it on?
Those like chained like events or some shit?
Above it, or what it was like living on or in the knot? You mean the knot, the big old seed thing that it moved, or?
No, there's like stone path like around it.
Oh yes, sorry, you meant that one. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the carnivore one. Yes, those were moments. One referred to them as backbone or the spine, and other references and other locations. A few campaigns have actually somehow ended up there, and a lot of them fled out of here.
I
But yes.
remember the thing.
Yes, it has been now, I guess, across the campaigns, it has been referenced as the backbone to the center of whatever that tree represented. And yes, each of those points, as you guys understood, were moments. And that was also reiterated last night to Bernie and Reno as they passed through. Bernie witnessed different lives of Ranger Ted, which was himself, but because it was older, he did not see himself. See what I did there? And then Reno, because he's an elf and he's a child, he saw himself grow up to be not much older because he's an elf and he's a child. So after 100 years, he doesn't really change visually. But he saw a lot of things happen. He's just too silly and naive to learn from.
Is that the dude who won't die?
No, Bernie's the one that won't die. Reno is just a young elf that has met Bernie and is also won't die if not killed. So, it just works out that he found a friend that could actually stand the test of time, but not the test of encounters. We'll see.
Bernie's not allowed to die. Shio has more comics to write.
Well, the only way he could right now is from the deck of many things, which is on his possession and bounded to him. And he's already drawn 4 cards. Sorry, he's drawn 7 cards, and 4 of them have created mortal enemies from 4 of his closest allies, not including party members. So, he's lost a lot of bridges because of that deck already. The only way he could be vanquished is by that deck. Otherwise, yes, he cannot be killed. At this time.
All right, throw Wep at him. They'll have a deck off.
I'm not doing it.
Draw which one?
It's like Russian roulette, but D&D themed. You each pull a
Right.
card.
For each other. Ooh. I don't know, Web. Do you accept this challenge? I could arrange it. And trust me, the other team has convinced him to draw the cards. He never wanted to. It was through peer pressure of a child. He's only 16. He acts 14, though.
The problem is you're not drawing all of the cards, man.
Like,
Here,
I don't know
let
how
me show
many
you how
there
it's
are.
done. let me show you how it's done.
That's the beauty, though, is you actually have to name how many cards you're drawing, and unless you count the cards, which would then require you to draw the cards, quote unquote, you could not know how many cards You know what I'm saying? Isn't that interesting? In a like actual, if you were the character in real life, it'd be physically impossible if no one told you and you just found them. Because even fanning cards is drawing out the results if one were to peek under. And the way the fate of the magic works is the moment the face is revealed, it is drawn and bound to the drawer. I don't know. I'm just looking into it that way. You guys tell me if I'm tripping.
Can't count the back of them. You don't draw them. You count by the back of them.
It's when the face is revealed. The face reveal is when it sees the day of light in my eyes, not when you see the face. So if you were to do any, like whatever, that's just me doing. That's my fun DM thinking, and that's how I have it planned to work later against you guys. Anyways, you can forget about that. Card. Yeah, very Yu-Gi-Oh! I loved Yu-Gi-Oh! Duelist of the Roses. All right, I've played others; they're not as good. That one was just visually pleasing and systematically correct, and it was great. PlayStation, I think. Yeah, I think. Anyways, yeah, that's not what I need more from you, Wep. You're doing great. Keep feeding it to me. Here are the 4 names versed to you without any other stuff in front of it: Scorched Legacy, Living Ink, Mirror Song, and Botanical Reversal.
Coffee is a type of ink. Living ink, the coffee elemental.
Wow, what an interesting idea. Man, thinking. Okay, Wep has spoken fairly a lot in this brief moment, so you're welcome, guys. Took a lot of hoaxing. But with that, what do you feed off of? The 3 of you may now squabble into a conundrum of voice.
So a pattern I noticed in all of them is that the first one of each of the dolls, the outer doll, typically talks about students. Like, they all talk about a student, or... Yeah, I'm pretty sure they all talk about a student.
They all talk about the school. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. The second one is typically a quote between 2 people gossiping. That's what the middle doll seems to be. Like it spreads a little bit of like intrigue. The third one seems to be an event. It like references an event that either happened or will happen. And then the last ones, the core dolls, each seem to be points of interest. Like, for example, the Scorched Legacy talks about a soul drifting through the Biblioplex. That's a POI. The Biblioplex is
very good. Okay, you're seeing some information clearly now that you don't have random messages in front of you. Okay.
So what I'm thinking is that they're not necessarily all one like each individual doll isn't one message, but it's points in time that these were said. Like the outer doll is the first thing that was said about this specific story/event. And then the middle doll moves on to the next thing that happened in the story for that one. And it kind of ends off with things to follow up on. So these might be options of where we go.
Seg, where's your mind at?
I've never been particularly good at ciphers.
What if I told you Shio's not wrong? The pattern is there.
I see the pattern, and it seems to me like the general theme is that there's something we've got to go do at Strixhaven.
Last we left, Witherbloom was not exactly a good place.
No, you lost Witherbloom. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. I just really want to remind you guys.
Oh yeah,
that's really bad.
You're like evacuating.
All of you guys roll me insight checks.
We can't exactly go back to Strixhaven, though. You said insight?
Yeah. Nice.
We can't exactly go back to Strixhaven right now, or we'll continue the war with the Phyrexians. We need to resolve our conflict with the Phyrexians first, before we can go back. You
just spoke in a, you You just said the same thing twice in two separate ways in the same sentence.
You got to be clear for this group.
And with it, you're still wrong.
What?
How could you not go back because you'd have to fight the Phyrexians as if out here you still have to fight the Phyrexians? If you always have to fight the Phyrexians, how is it where you are the problem?
Because they accomplished their goal at Strixhaven, whereas we don't accomplish their goal out here.
Well, have you put in all the layers lately? Have you really looked at the cake?
That's true. I think I understand what Shio has to do in the end with the Phyrexians.
Let's take a moment, Ray. Grab the pencil tool. And let's start writing in this panel that I just made for you right here in this green section. Excuse me, in this green section. Or you don't even need the pencil tool. You can use the type tool. You can just draw text. That's kind of probably easier. And you can list down. We'll have Shio do this part because he's really good at this stuff. You guys can correct him if he's wrong. But list down wherever you want to, wherever you can see it beyond the ship, in that box, things that all four of these messages you think are hinting toward. Whatever comes from your gut. Just, I'm going to tell you, think probably as far back as level 11. That might be tough for you guys. I don't know. You guys might be in like 15 campaigns yourselves. All respect to you. Some guys I know are like in 3, and I'm like, hey, it just must be as hard for you as it is for me. But at the same time, I also do write recaps I never publish. So I actually do have a great iteration of my understanding of what's happened throughout it all. That's how I build all your puzzles, which doesn't help. But for Shio, you found a correlation of pattern. I won't say that you're 100% right about each core being the same, but all 4 do exist. So that is correct. If you were to Venn diagram these 4 things over each other, which is what I was trying to get at, is the overlap. Instead of looking through individual pictures, put them all together. Just force an unconventional sandwich and chew on it. What does it give you, other than really bad diarrhea?
I believe it refers to each of our individual schools. Like the ones that we've specifically signed up for.
Well, it can't be that because Lorehold isn't ever mentioned.
Is it
Well, Lorehold's lost.
never mentioned? Do I have to say the name for someone to recognize what could be, should be, or hintily sounds like? These sentences are so written in a very at least that's how I felt like I did it. I was like, let me make it very easy, but a lot of intake to make it look hard. Maybe it was too hard and it wasn't easy. So I don't know.
My ADHD is terrible. If there's too much intake, I just lose the plot immediately.
Well, that's the best part. If the plot's one picture, what's the picture? What did you guys last let go of? You spoke of it earlier today.
Tiamat's clone or something came out of nowhere to kick
Even
our
further.
ass, so we ran away.
You guys went and released a poor thing that you guys all sealed up back into the world, right?
Yeah,
We did
released
say
crap.
those things were resolved from causing a fraction in your guys' never-ending loop. You guys broke the loop and went back into the system, but no one ever said that these things weren't going to happen still. You just let them. Now you're letting, when you put it back out there, you literally made your choice to, this is how it's going to happen, but it's still going to happen, right? You didn't delete it.
Yeah, they're essentially... They were problems that we didn't know how to deal with, so we sealed them away, and now they're problems we have to deal with now.
Yeah.
Do we, or can I just put it inside a bigger box?
And
That
you
was
could.
the problem.
But now you're seeing all the things that are connecting. So you decide how much of a box you need and what this box has to do. You can do all those things. You just got to do them.
Well, let's make a list of what I need to put in the box.
There we go. Let's start with that. Shit.
Make
Yeah,
sure to put
but-
holes in it
all
so they
your
can
fault.
breathe.
Holes for breathing. That's important.
Sorry, what was the thing you said?
Oh, yeah. What are the things we want to put into our theoretical box?
Snakes, scorpions, maybe some scary lizards, poisonous frog or two. A torture
you
box,
eat?
right?
Don't you eat all those?
Yeah. I mean, you're actually describing a lunchbox at this point.
For real.
I know that sounds pretty tasty.
Yeah.
So the things that we would put into boxes isn't so much the situation. I think the box was too big last time. Is the problem is that we put whole situations in a box instead of putting the issue in the box.
Okay.
Now,
so
what do
what
these
issue-
messages sound like?
Cries for help.
The worst.
Alleged accusations.
Newspaper info, rumors, people who were there.
Witnesses.
There we go.
I'm not
Snitches
just going to
get
go around
stitches,
blow
y'all.
up the witnesses.
Snitches get stitches, y'all. We're not gonna do anything. We're just gonna start intimidating witnesses, alright?
That's no fun.
Could you reveal the whole map? I can only see this little segment of the box.
Weird. You're blind. That's your problem. It's your ship. Figure this shit out. All right. Hold on. I will fix that for you, Shio. Do not worry. I will rob the system.
How, by taking away? Oh, thank you.
You were saying,
You're the best, Rob.
Thank you.
as I stated. All right, we got witnesses. We've got boxing the issues. We've got echo results. Shio, what you can do is if you really don't want that little white line behind it, you can go real fancy and you can go to that gear at the bottom of the little draw tool and configure your stuff. And if you set this as your default, it will be as default. So if you want to be fancy.
Okay.
I-
Let's see. I'm playing with it now. How do I get rid of the box?
Alpha 0, line results 0, something like that. Be creative. Read what it says and just believe it. That's what I do. Honestly, I don't look up any API and I really should. I probably understand this a lot better. I just go with, well, if it's doing this, I assume it does this. And if it doesn't, then I really don't know.
Let me try this.
I mean, I can actually do it. I know how to do it. It's just.
So I don't think I see the same thing.
So if you double click on your stuff, it brings up a drawing box, right? Go ahead and double click echo results.
Okay,
Does it
there
come
we
up with
go.
position?
Position. Oh.
Lines, fill, text. You're going to go to lines. You're going to go to line opacity and drag that bitch to 0. Bam. Hit apply. Done. But anyways, if you do that on the default, then it'll, for any of you guys, if you ever want to set your things ever, there's gear on multiple settings that you can set defaults. So when you use these tools, they'll be preset to act certain ways or have behaviors. Welcome to level 20, where you finally learn to use Foundry. The next level tutorial will provide hotkeys and macros.
Yay!
Yeah. I actually used the little macro bar at the bottom of the screen.
Is that the BG3 one or the Oregon?
I think it's the BG3 one.
Yeah, that one's sick. Yeah, it's the BG3 one. Yeah. If you guys don't use that, you should. It auto-populates. If you're lazy, just right-click and say what you want in there. It'll pull your spells, it'll pull your items, it'll pull your tools. You can even combine them if you want. You can even wipe them. Let's say I'm bored of this. It's like coloring your fingernails. I know you do that, Web. Don't lie.
Oh wait, I don't think it's installed. Where did
Killing
it
my
go?
fingernails?
Inktum. Okay. Gosh.
I think it's gone actually right now.
Gonna start now.
There we go. See, that's what I'm talking about. What happened, Shio? You broke it?
Yeah, I don't think that macro is on right now.
Oh, the
I'm not-
BG3?
Yeah, I'm looking for it and I don't see the little sword and shield.
Oh, here we go. Hold on. Bam. Save is going to be started. There we go. It's a whole new world. So do you guys need like a bone? The puzzle's too hard. Should I make it easier? Should I like put it like a jigsaw piece of 12, maybe 24?
I don't know. I like my interpretation.
I do too. I really do. Your guys' interpretation is great. Here's my notes. I'll read them to you guys while Foundry refreshes. Rushing resting dolls. 1 crossed out, 2 circled, 3 and 4 has a plus with the bottom bracket hugging them together. Double colons, forged. Legacy. Lorraine. Line dashed across acquired tenure, underlined, darkened tenure. Next, living ink, coffee elemental, whip. And then something Quintilis wrote out is alive. It's kind of what I just did from your guys' gossip. Mirror song, echoing effects, period. That was a real deep one right there. And then botanical reversal. I expected a whole web section, but I didn't hear anything, so there's no notes there. And then I got is girlfriend. That's
Oh,
it.
that one's for the botanical one.
That's what I said. Botanical reversal. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Oh.
So then I wrote down what Shio wrote, the very genius idea, school-student reference, quote, events, POI. I wrote the key next to it, which you guys can't see, and Shio didn't discover, but he's onto something there. The key explains exactly what this is. And then I drew a big box that I was going to fill out, and so far it's very empty because all we got is witness messages, echo results, and boxing the issues. And I write small, so it's a bigger box than Trio has here. And I called it the lunchbox because that's kind of how that's the conversation direction it went. So it's the Thea lunchbox, and this is how we capture things so far. So continue. Foundry is loaded.
Let's see.
Let's say you didn't address them. How would you would you guys just ignore them and go to the next star? Or do you just nuke them?
Riddle me this, Batman.
Skip the complicated thoughts and just get to the action. What would you do?
Let's see. How
We
would
got
we
plenty of
handle
time.
this?
No rush. You got a long session ahead of you. I can attack you if
Probably-
you want to rattle your
Probably
ideas.
paint fires on the side of the ship so it goes faster.
You just gotta paint it red. What do you mean?
Yeah, red means fast.
You just gotta make the right color code here. Come on, don't you know?
Wait,
the
our ship
rules?
is red, is.
I know. It's like someone looked ahead.
Oh yeah, no wonder no one catches us. We're super fast because we got red.
Mm-hmm.
So our characters would get these messages. We'd know that it's talking about Strixhaven.
We know they're talking about Witherbloom, but it just sounds like a lot, man.
We could call Lorraine and see if she wants to give us an update after yelling at us.
She's probably sent these. Then she's gonna yell at us for not understanding them.
Yeah. At least she could be nicer to us. She may keep all of her memories, but we don't.
Yeah, why does she keep her memories?
Oh, because we were affected by the amnesia spell that we cast on ourselves.
No one else remembers everything.
Well-
Did we do the hero thing and block it so that everyone else could remember?
She's also the Dean of Order, guys. Let's not forget.
Well, that's true. You can't really scramble someone's memories when they have 9th tier spells and a Strixhaven education.
Well, that's not true at all.
It's absolutely not true. That's why Lorraine was going through college just like you guys. Doesn't
You
mean
mean
the
a
other one
past
did.
person?
Exactly. One got caught.
And then when in doubt, brain soup it out, you know?
Yep.
These riddles, they don't tell me what their overwhelming firepower.
You guys hear Robert on the intercom. Burr, burr. Everyone, we have visitors at our space gate. They are knocking. They are known as space clowns. Many varietals exist, nomadic in most natures, dangerous to a fault, but you are much more capable. I could even beat all of them outside our door. Maybe they wish to trade. They would not be so foolish. I have already sent them the welcome message, which is why they are here. Oh, yeah, I warned them already. But be ready in case.
While we're doing this, would that count as a short rest?
I don't know. You guys' brains were working really hard. Do you feel like you rested at all? Honestly, you tell
I'm
me.
good to go.
Fair enough.
Do you feel relaxed from this entire period?
No.
I mean, we did just fight a dragon, so before we do whatever we're gonna do, we should probably sleep.
Well, the
you
clowns
feel
do.
like you deserve a rest.
Ah, fuck.
No.
Well, I better heal up then. This
Well-
blood loss is starting to annoy me.
Well, if they're here to kill us, it'll be pretty easy.
There's space
Yeah,
clowns. We'll fuck
Speak
them
for
up.
yourself.
Okay, mister, I'm missing half a limb.
It'll grow back.
Not in time for the clowns.
He can borrow one from the clowns.
Well, Robert said they may be here for a trade. So, should we let
They're
them
here to get
in, or should
robbed.
we let Iz heal us first?
You
They're
heard,
already-
Rob.
Yo, healing, please.
Yeah.
Iz,
Okay.
please heal us.
Rob said we
What
can
is this,
mess
like
them up.
CBD?
They came to get robbed.
Why
But
would
he also
anyone
said they might
show
I
trade.
did
up
not
this
say that they
rough?
came to get robbed. I said that they are usually gypsy-like hijinks of space. They are typically your most normal humanoid natures. They are just called space clowns due to the madness in which the battlefields has slowly and longevity here warped their brains. Imagine it
He's
is
just being honest. It was a great idea,
inbreeding
Rob.
effects, but they are all actually not related. Truly unfortunate.
Don't backpedal now, man. It was a great idea. Robbing them was a great idea, Rob. Glad you came up with it.
We're not robbing them. You all... we all just took a beating. We're only robbing them if they attack first.
You hear another knock knock. Hello. Hello, one.
That's not the secret knock.
talking there? You hear like a burp, burp.
Should we let them in, guys?
Yes.
I don't know if anyone's familiar with clowns in outer
Wait.
space, but
First, how much healing did you give out to everybody? Let's divvy that up first.
313, which I guess for you guys is like not enough.
Yeah.
I can do it again.
His wowzes everyone else. Whenever he plays in another campaign, everyone's like, "Who is this? Where did this dragon come from? Why are they so small and powerful?" Like, but you guys are like, "Hold on, we need to do numbers. Let's check math."
Kneel
Everywhere
before
else,
Reptar.
13 would be like,
Well-
oh, that's enough.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna take.
I need
101.
125 myself.
All right, so let me do some math here.
Damn, don't be greedy. I see why you wanted to math it up. Fuck.
Okay, how much did you
Is it-
need?
I need 125 to be full, but I don't need full if
All right,
worst comes to
87
worst.
left. Who's next in line?
I have 137 missing hit points.
God damn.
Do 87 to that, and I'll cast it again.
Okay,
Hold on, we need to re-up. We need to re-up. We need
Get re up.
Someone called a bug.
Good God, that is a lot of healing.
The DM did some work finally. You're
I
welcome.
don't know if anyone's familiar with clowns in outer space, but I'm just saying we're gonna want to rob them.
I love them. My mom. Oh, actually, guys, check this out. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys this. So, my kid, when he's with my mom, this is what he is basically surrounded by.
They watch retro horror.
Dude,
Alright, I got
my mom is the biggest
12.
fan. She's like, like vested
Chilling
in
the
like
corn type shit?
legend horror and all that. She could do check those pictures out. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, that's just a fraction. She goes to every like horror convention. She took my son when he was 1 year old, and he took pictures with everyone.
Oh wow, that's really impressive collection.
And that's not what's in storage. We have a whole storage unit that's like 11 by 15 foot, full of metal shells stacked of like real wooden Pinocchios and crazy stuff. Like it's nuts, dude. Like she's a huge fan. But she's also like a part of Legend M or something. Legion M. She's an investor with them and all that. So she's big into it. But that's when my kid is around every time he's staying at her house, which is pretty often. So he's all about the killer clowns and their popcorn guns and stuff. So,
Halloween must be lit at grandma's.
Yeah, he's crazy. Oh yeah, dude. Oh, I'll have to show you I'm pretty sure I got pictures. I'll show you, dude. She's at like 3 tree, and my brother works for Spencer's, which owns Spirit Halloween out here where we live. I don't think it exists everywhere else. I don't know. But it's like the biggest Halloween chain costume store, and then Spencer's is like your best gag adult store.
Wait, is there anywhere in the U.S. that doesn't have Spirit Halloween? What?
I don't know.
They took over Party City over here. Yeah, they took over Party City.
So yeah, my brother works for them, and he's like a manager. So we get everything at like 70% off. So those $500, $300, $400 animatronics we have, like we have the Sam, we got Spider, we got them all. Like we go nuts. I got the Mars Attack Martian with the smoke gun. It's fucking nuts. Yeah, we go hard. Like we do if we have that availability, but it's just something. We're all more fanatics. We played every Resident Evil. We played D. We played Clockwork Tower. Oh man, the best. So yeah. Anyways, space clowns, folks, are at your door, but you're healing still. So we do a total healing of 293 HP. 593 HP. See, quick math. Is that enough?
I need 50 more.
All right, minus 50.
Yeah.
367.
50 more.
All right, 317 left. Who's next?
I only need like 40.
Minus 40. Next.
Just you, my friend.
Oh, I topped up the first time.
Pretty good.
I'll take the rest. Yeah, I'll 50 and then it's good.
Oh, you need 50 more? You were being generous.
No, I only needed 50, but I only took 40 because.
Okay, I mean, how much is left at the end of it all?
227. Oh wait.
Well, Jebediah.
177.
177. That's enough. Jebediah is at 12 HP out of 152.
So give him everything.
He needs the rest, and you had just a little left. Dear friend, your team needs more than 550 HP when they're at their low. I hope you understand this. Thank you for being there.
She opens the door.
They're like, hey, we're just passing by Nomadic Space Clown Colony. We got some goblin, big shoe boots, cool little contraptions, things for trade, or maybe information. We hear a lot of things and we talk a lot of stuff. You're new around here in the battlefields, aren't you?
I don't like the way he said that, guys.
No?
See, there's a short, like, dwarfish individual behind them. Themselves are probably sitting around just actual height, probably 5.5, but their whole getup is about 6 feet, and generous. And then the one immediately behind them, the dwarf is the one at the gap on the right, and then the one immediately behind them is about like a pot belly kind of individual, a bit bigger, kind of like the one that eats too much chicken. But the one in front is the only one that speaks. The other two have not made any kind of grunts or sounds. They just look and stare with their poorly make-upped faces. The potbelly one looks as if they use grease in their makeup, and it really shines and glistens. But you could see like their skin lesions kind of crusting and growing over. They definitely have never made much effort to clean. And then you see the dwarf one. They look more cleaned up, but something about them seems slow in stature. None of them look like threats, and the one immediately in front of you just seems to be very honest. They seem old, like they've been here a bit. Their overall posture seems more casual, though they look like they have a trick or two for escape or quick maneuver. They're not helpless, but they're also not here being offensive. We were just passing by and we noticed that you never been in this zone before. We're part of the Crustmen's gang. I'm not Crustman himself, but I'm pretty high reaching to say that you're maybe welcomed, but only if you make some reasonable offerings or informational trade.
I see.
It's like a shakedown, Shio.
Is
I'm sorry, but Spalding is the only clown I fuck with.
what kind of cosmic secret should we
Husband's
get?
in the district a few light years out of here, and that man's vicious.
Well, they can't be secrets if I tell them, Shio.
Dag is gonna approach at this point and ask, "Well, do you guys keep track of the time nights at all?"
Looks back at the other two. You see the other two raise up their hands, and though there is no ball on any of their noses, they touch them. And you guys all hear,
Oh God, they have no weakness.
wow. My companions here say that we've probably heard a few things. Yeah, time nights, they come, they go, they come from the end, right? Something about the end, like you can have more, like you over toasted what you would call the end of toast, and then now it's ender, right? I don't know how it works, but out here, that's the analogy we throw around when we reference those folks. We still don't quite understand what the Arbiter wants with them, but he's still out here too, chasing them right along like it's a little trail.
Well, then somebody might want to know that there are some pretty hefty, power-wise time nights on a nearby hell planet.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about right now, but you can reiterate that maybe a clownish term or dummied.
Well, the Time Knights have dispatched a big fuck-off dragon to kill some giant, and they're currently drowning him in a giant ravine of lava on a hell planet not too far from here.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
It happened 10 minutes ago.
I killed the dragon outright with a headshot, and it came right back with 5 more heads. Whatever they're doing there, they are pretty determined not to be bothered.
So you're telling me about something that no one wants to bother?
Well, if this arbiter person is out here hunting them, then it seems like worthy
You think
prey.
that thing was a time night?
I am 100% certain it was a time night, as it identified itself as such.
Huh. Well, I'm not friends with no arbiter. We just know one's out here hunting them. If you see him, you tell him, and I'll tell him if I see him.
Works for me.
But that's not much of a trade, because that's just more of a chore.
I want to throw pie in their face.
What kind
You
of pie?
carry around a pie?
A cream pie right in their face.
You produce a protruded cream pie and go ahead and give me a melee attack.
Take this clown.
Whoa!
Yeah, get pied.
Going out. You were saying your noise is bringing. Oh, send the wheel for a recipe. We'll go now. And they, all 3 of them, just they disappear. But behind, there's a small little red nose with a small little tag attached to it that you can easily remove to put aside. But the tag says, "Squeeze and speak," or "Hold long for summoning. But be sure you're ready, for we all come."
I think they like my pie, guys.
What the fuck?
Well, I guess we can't ask them directions anymore, so...
You guys obviously have never communicated with the clown before. That's like the utmost respect in clown.
If you
Well, I don't know,
say so.
I think you could still ask them directions, Shio. I mean, it said press once to
Yeah,
speak,
just honk
right?
it.
They gave you a clown phone. It's much
You
better
also have
than
to wear it.
Iz's box technology, whatever the
You have
fuck
to wear it.
that
It
was.
doesn't work.
Can Chio do an insight to see if it's like a spy device? Like if they're spying on us with it?
What do you try to roll?
Like insight or maybe arcana? Something related to determining if it's a listening device.
Okay.
Or a tracker.
I mean, it is very much a listening
Arcana.
device.
Arcana. Not too shabby. A lot is going to get you, lad. It is absolutely a listening device. If you honk it, it has to hear you speak.
And so, as long as we don't honk it, they won't hear us?
You don't know if the camera's on or not, or if the mic is on or not. You just know that if you
Does it
honk it,
glow?
it has to hear me. Like there's no identifier. There's just like a honk or a long honk. It says summon. It just says be sure that you're ready because we all come.
That sounds
Well,
like
I don't like clowns, so let's not long honk, but you could probably honk once and ask directions.
So, like, let's get rid of this thing.
just throw out of space. Be free.
No,
I don't know,
thank you.
I kind of like the idea of a tactical clown nuke.
That's
Did you-
nightmare fuel.
War crimes.
Exactly. Look, everyone else has war crimes. Why can't I have some? Mine at least are funny.
That's not funny.
That's psychological warfare.
It's
This is how
funny
you're
to
gonna get the
me.
entire pantheon turned against you in like one go.
I mean, they could side with me, or they die by Seg.
You better
Yep, that
hope they're
works for
down
me.
with the clown.
Well,
mean-
you lost the chance to further communicate with them unless you do the honk. What do you do?
Why am I super tempted to honk it?
All right, Chip, turn all weapons towards those clowns.
You gotta know what you want to ask before you honk it.
You're right. Should we ask where like a nearest civilization is? Because I would love to go shopping.
No, you
That
don't want to go
sounds like
to
a
a
good idea.
shitty civilization. It's gotta
You're
be a
right.
cool one.
But they probably only know about the cool ones, right? Is only cool civilizations that would exist in the battlefields, otherwise they don't exist.
Maybe. But I feel like that's a waste.
We
But what
don't
would
make
you ask
deals-
the clowns?
No, we don't make deals with Jeepers Creepers, all right?
Maybe we could have them decipher these cryptic messages. But I don't know.
What about you, Ep? What would you ask all the clowns?
To go away.
That's not really a question. That's more of a demand.
Yeah, one he already made.
Please go away.
I mean, they already did. So
Further. I don't want to run into you ever again.
Well, then what about you, Seg? What would you suggest we ask the clown?
Dude, I don't know. I don't like clowns. If you want to ask them for directions, ask them for directions. But other than that, you can have the honk thing.
Why? So they can send us to Clown World?
Oh, yeah.
They seem very wise and like a potentially useful resource. I just don't want to touch that resource.
All right, I'll go put it in the lead box then.
You have a lead box?
Pretty sure we have a lead box.
we do.
Is
In
for the
fact,
Emperor of
I
Box.
made sure that did not consider robbing the lead box. It is here. They take it out of themselves. They open a contraption. You see the box protrude from inside them. I was just moving it from a new position. Redecorating, of course. They take off.
Of course, our little
in there.
robber.
Looks a little light.
Why am I so happy to be stolen from when it's him?
Mimetic.
Oh, it's a cute thing, so therefore I'm not angry when it steals small things.
Mm.
I learn more about myself every time I think about myself.
So back here on the battlefields, you see many things before you as you have before. The question is, where do you choose to go? If you don't make friends with what's in the battlefields, you must travel blindly. And how blind do you choose?
Maybe we
Did
can
we
find.
solve the doll puzzle?
No, of course not. Do you think you solved the doll puzzle? Get the fuck out of here with that.
Yeah.
I think we did great.
High five, team. Yeah. The Mario Party shit right there.
I don't think anything could have knocked on our door and been more off-putting. So I'm kind of, that was definitely the right move, guys.
You want to like wait and see what else visits you guys in space? Because there's a lot of shit out here.
No.
I'm ready to throw things at you. Just the
We
more
need to
you
get outta
linger, the
here.
more you're noticed. You're not noticed. Like people live out here, and you guys are new, so you're gonna be.
They players.
So since we didn't figure out the nesting doll puzzle, should we just continue on
It's
to
still
the
there.
second planet?
You can worry about it when you worry about it, but that's ongoing.
We should.
But like, so is everything else you guys are doing. So it's your guys' choice.
We should at least move the ship closer to the second planet, and then try to figure out the dolls so that we don't stay in one place too long.
So Luma, is that what you're referring to, or what are you referring to? Or next place in which is an actual place here in your region?
Well, there was that box that showed us all those different planets. Where are those?
That's what I
on
meant.
this
The
map?
vocal stuff. Yeah, I didn't put them on this one. But here's what we're gonna do because I'm so nice. I'm gonna do here. Let's give it a little light. Don't be dramatic. Make it white, and then make it do like a. Do you guys see that? It's working. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh
See
yeah,
what?
you see this right here? Whoa, there's like a
Oh
white
yeah,
there. Yeah,
partially.
it's small. Hold on, fix it. I don't know, tiny. Give me a sec. 300. Not any better. That's not any better. Interesting. Okay, maybe it can't be white. Let me just change the color. Oh, you know what? It could be because it's very light. Like it's just not making light, is it?
It was making a little light before.
I don't know why it's so small. Look, if I do 900, let's be dramatic. Be dramatic. Yeah, no. Lights just suck out here. I'll just draw circles. Oh, I think I know why. It's daytime. Let's see now. Nope, that doesn't help. Okay. Alright, I'll just draw a circle. Over it. Bam. Bam. Whoops, that one's not supposed to be that big. But this one and this one, there's two there. And bam. Now, this one is the no-no.
The one we just came from?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
This is Clown Worlds?
No. The clowns came to
No,
us. We have to
the
go to
clown. So, in fairness, imagine that these trade routes you see, these lines. If you were to, like, zoom in, you'll see like these lines that trail. Those are common trade routes, not just patrol routes that the 4 use, but very safe or known local routes, like the one right here that the 4 is using. Any of those lines are not necessarily like they're safe, as in like there's no space creatures or demons or monstrosities that are going to just instantly latch onto you unless some crazy event's happening on the highway. But the largest threat is going to be other humanoids, and for the most part, as long as you're not messing with them and you look threatening, they're not going to mess with you. But you know, a call up for attention or people who are just sitting in space, not doing nothing. People can smell new. They have very high tech technology. They have things that you guys don't have. Space clowns might be weak. You could have killed them with a snap of your fingers, but they do have things you guys have never seen before. That's the difference. So consider those things while you guys are
Guys,
out
they
here.
have stuff that we don't have, and I want it.
Then why did you
I-
banish them? Also, speaking of banishment, could you kick me from the server real quick? My browser
You're not
was
in the
for some
server.
reason. Oh,
Yeah, it says you're out.
Control Shift R.
Oh no! I just realized the doll of botanical reversal.
Oh,
it says it draws
no.
out one professor's true name,
Oh no.
and there's only one professor whose true name is like really bad if it gets out, and that's the dean of order.
Oh no.
Well, yeah, she hasn't aged either.
Oh no. Man,
Oh,
someone's thinking of the puzzle. I like that it's happening in the background. This is fun. I should give you guys more puzzles that you just feed on throughout the session.
So I'm
Think about
thinking she turned into a carnivorous tree, and we gotta go burn it down. No?
Man, burning trees. What's
It
going
could
on this week,
be.
guys? Last night it was all about burning trees. Come on, people. Let's be a little friendly to nature. You're a druid. Get
I've never
something
met a
going.
friendly
Something like
tree,
that.
to be fair.
And that's what they said.
We've never met one that's been like, "Hey guys, would you like to rest under our shade on this hot summer day and eat some apples? Go ahead. We
No,
won't be a
every
trap."
tree we've ever met has been like, lightning strike, you die. And I was like, wow, this is colored my reaction to every tree I'll ever see from now on. I remember that.
We don't have good in our campaign. We only have things that want to eat us.
And I remember it started flying. I remember that. Tree. Tree.
Okay, I'm gonna keep thinking on these puzzles, but
Go for it. All right. So, real quick, fun story about trees. As a child growing up, I had a plum tree in my backyard. Unfortunately, at one point, as probably about wrong, 8 years old, which I had plenty of years of harvesting and plenty of plums with my wife, which I'm eating a plum right now. We had brought in a roommate when we had added a room to the property or whatever bullshit, and then one day the roommate just decided to cut the tree down.
The fuck?
And we never had plums again. But no, unfortunately, I have to
Fucking
pay
act
for them.
of terrorism.
Oh, yeah, it was fucking nuts. I still to this day I complain about it because I just don't understand what the hell happened.
That's a fucking act of terrorism.
But it's traumatized me forever. So when I see plums, beautiful plums, I'm like, I gotta buy them. It sucks that they're expensive because I used to have my own plums, and that was the best ever. Like, man, a plum tree, like that thing produced like 120
I didn't have to pay,
plums.
and they tasted better.
It was beautiful as fuck. It was so great. And I was sharing with it was such a fun thing. And then this bitch just cut this shit down. I was like, what? Like,
Why
straight
would you do that?
mind blowing. Anyways, about trees. Maybe that's why all my trees are angry because I'm still angry
You
for
just
my
fucking
plum tree.
hate fruits? What is your problem, bro?
Anyway, in the plum. So, yeah, 4 other places undiscovered. Anyone play No Man's Sky?
I never really
That
did.
shit's awesome. If
Well,
you want to
business,
get high,
business.
just get lost. It's a good game for that.
Yeah, exactly. But you definitely get lost. That's kind of where you guys are.
so we agreed
Where
to
you
go.
land, you may not have the stuff you need to get off of it.
So maybe we should look for a port to buy resources, maybe recruit some crew.
We have crew.
We
No, we don't.
we need more crew. We need like 100 crew for this thing, right?
Sig
Hey.
is like the crew master.
Well, whatever it takes to get me Max Cleric from that asshole.
Uh huh. Speaking that way is never gonna get you there, but
But I'm listening, yeah.
Mhm.
Who's an asshole?
Yeah, I'm curious on your terms. Go on.
Who's an asshole? Go ahead.
Well, real quiet all of a sudden, huh?
Sorry, I reset my computer. It's a whole thing over here.
Ladies and things and dragon species and I do not know if the godling is a child or child. Anyways, I have detected a heavy arcana storm off to our west, mid-south location. We should not head in that direction.
Which direction is it heading?
Due to it being an arcana storm, I cannot get a good reading on its peripheral and decisive decision on what it would like to do.
Why
Oh,
do I
wait.
want to go bathe in
It likes sushi.
Rob just told me to fuck myself. Y'all heard this guy?
I mean, we tell you that every day, though.
He was polite about it.
Oh, that is unique. It's usually the first thing I do in the morning after I get Iz out of my window.
Good morning to you too.
It's not my fault you guys sleep for like 2 hours.
I just want to sleep in. I'm a college student, Iz. I have 1 year of memories.
You're never going to make it through medical school with that attitude.
Why am I going to medical school? I want to go to liberal arts.
You'll
You'll
be a
go to
doctor
what
and you'll
school
like
until
it.
That's what Prismari is, though. It's the liberal arts campus.
So you think?
Surprise!
No, Iz, you can't trick me into becoming a doctor. I wanted
You
some
then hear
pay.
another. I have also detected that 2 locations in which our interest periods are in an infested space zone of I will rather you discover.
I wouldn't, Robert. I get the feeling he's not going to tell me.
So are we going to one of the planets?
I think we should go somewhere to pick up supplies first. We haven't seen a merchant since we were like level 8.
What is a merchant?
It's like what those shady guys who snuck onto campus and sold us what armor we're wearing, and they sold us potions.
Drugs.
You mean
Magic
people
item?
just don't give you
Drugs.
stuff? I don't remember this.
No, people give you stuff because Shio pays them with your money, Is.
Oh, those little round coin things.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about those.
You're the worst dragon ever.
I hoard knowledge, not little shiny metal discs.
Is you literally weighed down a floating school with treasure troves of those little tiny discs.
But what the hell else was I supposed to do with it? Invest it?
Yes.
No.
Wait, I'm the treasurer and they're not invested? I have so much work to do when I get back to campus.
What? No, you
Come
can't
on,
do
guys.
that.
War.
We'll fly away.
Get into crypto. Oh, did it reset for everyone else?
That's my fault. They wouldn't let me back in.
It committed suicide.
I apologize, Seg. When I look at the message, I feel like that came off rude, even though it wasn't. I feel like just the hold on. was not like polite. There should have been like an
It's all
emoji
good.
in there. You know, there should have been like a little thumbs up or something. But I was just like, hold on.
You're totally fine, bro.
It happened right away, but it came off a little salty.
Stop breaking my shit.
I am loaded back in. So yeah, spiders. And then you guys were talking.
And spiders?
Huh?
What?
Yeah.
Static spiders?
That's what Robert was going to tell you guys about. You know, the other 2 planets in your POA.
So-
No, he was like, go find out, haha.
We need shields.
yeah, right. Those.
Yeah. Yeah, those things.
I want fire shields now.
I'm liking the merchant idea more and more.
Insecticide. Wait, arachnicide.
Who's to say one of those spiders won't sell you something?
I mean, you're right.
Seg, give me a history check. Just because I teased you a bit and yeah.
Yeah, he totally wasn't being rude, and now he's fucking compensating. He was definitely being rude. Don't take that shit, Zach.
No take backsies.
Yeah, you read about something once. These space spiders, they create something.
Ooh, like a valuable resource or a stay away something.
Like I posted in chat and read it something.
Read words.
Gravatar silk, guys. Do we want to get some new drip?
I love the implications of making clothes out of this shit, but I think it has much more grandiose thoughts, use case. I mean, I say we go gear up and then get us some Gravatar silk. That's some pretty good shit. Or we risk it and go get some Gravatar silk and get a little extra to sell wherever we go to gear up.
I like that idea better. Who's to say they'll still be here, or if they won't have already been harvested,
That
or if we could get
seems-
back?
I mean, we don't have a lot to sell already, but we do have gold, but we don't know what currency they use up here.
Yeah, maybe the clowns use like laughs as currency.
Maybe they buy knowledge, right?
You know,
right,
hey,
Iz?
Elmo was able to pull off raspberries, so let's not put it too far off, okay?
If there's like a sect and all they do is dad jokes, you don't know. Do we even have money?
We're about to
Yeah, like
make
350.
money. We're about to make money.
I'm gonna grab beer. Be 1 second.
We have a lot of money, Is.
I mean, here with us.
On us.
Yeah, we looted the dragon bones and got like 350,000 gold split between us.
So that'll last us.
Then
what,
we
a
all gave
day?
it to. Then we all just gave it to Shio to hold as always.
I'm the treasurer.
I did not. I keep all my money.
Fine. Don't insure your money.
Not with you. You're gonna use it for good things.
No, I quite specifically uphold my honor as treasurer. Is won't allow me to commit financial fraud.
I think
This
Gray
without
at
his
most.
permission.
The secretary would kill him if we did.
Yeah.
She's very particular about these things.
Besides, why would I embezzle money? I'm immortal. I'll get money eventually.
That's true. You don't have to do anything.
And eventually people will just start offering me money. I don't know. Just other gods have it happen.
Fifths? Sorry, did you guys hear something?
I heard tithes. I want tithes.
I heard something way better, but yeah, sure. Anyways,
Does anyone have any means of locating people? Like locating them from distances? Are you able to use that your orb to scry is? To see if there's like a nearby port?
If I'd seen it before.
Oh.
I mean, we can do some scrying. It just takes some time for ritual.
I mean, I can help you. I know the scrying spell too.
Well, and how about you, Robert? Do you know of any ports nearby?
I ciphering through my most latest system since I've been reawakened, I can identify only 3 locations that might be travels, but a port of trade that might be still active, if not hit by a space worm or 2.
Let's just choose one and go. We'll call it exploring.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that works for me.
The word exploring appears for the first time in a massive way. Ta-da!
I'm gonna
You
claim
guys
we
hear in
invented that.
Spanish a Dora-like voice. Let's go. Oops. Anyways, here we are. What do you guys end up doing? What do you explore?
Let's go to this. What is the nearest one?
Wait. So, where did Robert point out are the 3? Is the spaceport that is still active?
Oh man, not nearby. What's that? I mean, not nearby, but not nearby.
Ah,
Like when you think about it, your guys' area of space is kind of dead to the rest of them.
probably because of all the carnage.
Well, if it's far away, maybe we go harvest some Gravitar Silk and then head over there, because we're relatively close to the Gravitar Silk right now.
Do we know how to properly harvest it?
Good
Of course
question.
not.
Robert, do you know anything about it?
I apologize. You mentioned what?
Gravitar Silk. Whole bunch.
You
of
know of
it.
this unique specimen? How?
No, I just heard a couple of things.
Just grab a stick and swing it around like cotton candy.
I'm sure that won't work. Well,
I would love
the
to see
poking
this in
stick,
theory.
maybe. The poking stick might be able to.
It might just corrupt the silk.
That might be fun. We'll try that after we harvest some.
How would we
All
go?
right. Those new icons on the map are your trade system.
Oh yeah, looks like the silk is on the way to both of them. So
Dude, there's also one over here on the far left hand side. Oh yeah, you don't have view of that, I guess. So,
So we probably don't want the flaming one since it's so close to a Phyrexian patrol.
is that what that is? I thought that was one of Tempos's time ships.
you want to
No,
find
No.
out?
Yes. Except that the green one is closer to us and our goals, so we may as well go there. Well, yeah, but we can't go through the Phyrexian planet thing. We have to go around it, right?
yeah, we also have to go around the spider.
No, we're going through the spider to collect some.
No,
We're going
gonna
in
go
the
around the
spiders.
edge of it and harvest some off the edges. We're not gonna go fling ourselves at something that could trap our ship.
All right, we'll take Shio's.
Unless you want to lose your ship.
Well, I guess.
So we're gonna head towards the spiders and the green port, right? That's the general consensus.
Yeah. I was thinking there are 2 paths we could take. We can go this way to green, or we can go down this way to green.
If we take that second path, we could hit this on our way down too.
We could stop at the planet, but there's the risk of being trapped on the planet without the supplies to leave.
But yeah, that's why we parked the ship in orbit, and then a lich or two just runs down and checks out the planet real quick.
We're not gonna split the party.
What?
Theo, I can travel over. I can travel almost 500 feet per 6 seconds.
That's not fast enough velocity to breach the atmosphere.
You know, if we just throw them down there.
First of all, you're assuming there's an atmosphere. Second of all, you're assuming I'm going straight up. I know how to fly.
We could teleport outside the atmosphere.
Yeah, not to mention portal. That's fair.
Okay, so there's that plan where we move to the second planet, we deal with what's there, we collect silk after, and then go to a port to rest / do anything that we need to get done.
I would recommend we rest in shifts on our way down there, but that's just me.
Yeah, we need someone to keep watch at all times.
Well, I'm going to be driving the whole time, but if there's time at the end, I might sneak in a rest and let Robert autopilot for a minute.
I was told it's not a good idea to let me drive. I lose interest too quick.
Did you say interest or engines?
Probably both, but interest in particular.
Well, he loses interest and gets distracted by a nearby planet, and he tries to get closer, but he drives us into the planet.
Maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so the goal is to go to the second planet first, collect the web, the Gravistar silk, and then go to the green port.
Sounds good to me. I think we're just waiting for him to get back so that he can approve our movement
I'm
request.
here. I never left.
Oh,
What? Impossible.
why didn't you
I've been
approve
listening
my
this whole
movement
time.
request?
I was
He's
just
fucking
verifying
Big
with the whole
Brother in
team
us.
in case someone had an objection. We can take the risk on the first planet, or on the second planet.
Hey, you moved. You didn't move all the way though.
Well, we got to do one tile at a time, don't we?
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
Oh,
I was listening to your overall thoughts before someone said, "Let's go the other way." I don't know. Maybe you want a fucking 360 something. Shit.
wait, which path do we want to take?
This
Though, in the end?
fucking guy.
See my point? See my point? Now you guys don't even know what direction you're going. As you guys fly through space,
This is exactly where we want to go.
Shield right outside your window. A god.
Oh, fuck.
What was left of them. Your two Lynch Delkier bound friends. Smell in the air. Tuna fish. Fresh. Full of all of the nutrients needed to fuel an army of goals. But at last, Shio, your essence too heightens. You hear the whisper. Who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it?
I didn't catch the last part of what it said, but I heard, "Do you see it?"
Let's whip out that trusty blindfold I never use.
Okay. As you whip that out, what looks like essence, you see a full god before you. You're not even sure whether or not you can decipher exactly what it is. Before you can process it into full resolution, you're probably hitting like 340 pp or GP3. I don't know what it was back then. Can't remember what the initials. Anyways, 360 something really low. and you're not quite sure if it's like really holy grail or it's just really bright. And then it just rips and gets spotty like a ruined cassette. And you're just like, well, okay then. Clearly can't see that visage.
Let's try slapping the monitor.
Give me a melee attack on yourself.
Don't worry, guys. I know exactly how to fix this. If this doesn't work, I need someone to play with the antennas.
I like how Gio's like, I got this, and then Web's like, no, I got this.
I just whip out the gem of seeing.
Whoppa! Smack. Easy peasy. Doesn't work. Meanwhile, Shio, you look like a scholar, sophisticated and so, as you look and peer through this gem like a wise ass of foe, you use one of its charges. As you look through. Let's go to secret.
Sounds good.
Someone get out there and play with the antennas.
Would the antennas be your horns in this situation, since it's the blindfold?
I guess so.
This will fly out there.
You're gonna go tussle with the dead god?
No, to fix the antennas.
Oh.
He's just gonna
You
pointedly
see a little
ignore
dragon sitting on my head.
stupid gods. Well, do we say anything, or do we just ignore the dead god?
I think Shio's talking to it right now, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is too.
Oh, is he zoned out?
Doing
Yeah,
eye
he
things.
looked into that. Yeah, he looked into that monocle thing, and he just seems to be in his own kind of world.
If we comb through the radios, any distress beacons, free looting.
Ooh, good point. Would it be weird of me to just put that in the chat, see what he does with it when he comes back?
No, do it.
And even if like we do find survivors, we could potentially enlist them.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna grab another beer though.
Yeah, about
Good
to open one as well.
plan.
Best part about it is we can only pick the ones on the way if we want.
Yeah.
And siphon any fuel or whatever on the way. Ooh, salvage any parts if there's any destroyed ships.
Ooh, yeah.
If we could have like a somewhat functioning real ship by the time we get to port.
That'd be great. I mean, we have cannons, he just hasn't added them to the actual ship yet.
Yeah, I remember you working on researching those things.
I thought Robert had already installed them on our ship while we were on the weird pre-planet thing. Oh, and our cool adamantine wing shields. We have those most of the way, too.
How much more do we need? Like 2 more pieces?
Oh, no, I guess.
No, we have everything. We're just waiting for it to
that has already come to
be assembled now.
Hopefully that'll be done by the time we get over there too. We have all the time on the ship while we're not picking
Yeah.
stuff on the way.
Hell yeah.
What if we catch a spider? Unlimited silk.
I mean, that is kind of your forte.
I like spiders.
Hell
Not so
yeah,
much
let's
clowns. Not so much clowns. I tried to get that big ass spider by the tree, but he was like, I can't leave. And I was like, can't or won't? And he was like, either.
No, we should definitely get us a spider that generates gravitron silk. That sounds great.
Where the hell does this description go? There it is. I don't know. That sounds like a really cool like garb to wear, man. Can collapse planar gates by stitching the coordinates into permanent knots.
I mean, you would pretty much have to be a planeswalker to wear it, but I feel like you couldn't planeswalk if you were wearing it. I don't know if you could make clothes out of it, but you could definitely make, like, you're not allowed to fucking leave shackles, it sounds like.
It would need like an activation phrase or something.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you also couldn't be like banished or some shit if you had it on.
Shit, you right. Banish. Nope.
Yeah, or I just, implode on you.
Would it implode on you, or would the spell implode on them for trying to cast it?
True. It might just hit it back like something hitting an immovable object.
Yeah. I don't know, I bet we could find a magical seamstress to make us some clothes out of this shit.
Yep, there's only one way to find out. Well, maybe the spider can do it.
Yeah, we could raise it to do it.
It'll be like a Ratatouille kind of thing, but it sews itself.
Hell yeah.
I'm back.
Yo, yo, yo.
Thanks.
Whatever you're doing, yeah. 25, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. I apologize. I accidentally was receiving a robotic call. Let me mute that. Boop.
Was that call for us again?
No, that was just a mess around.
Oh, I know. I know. She.
Oh, gotcha.
Whoa. That god shouldn't be dead. But I guess they're not. At the same time.
I'm gonna leave you a quick private message here, and you can act on that also real quick.
Well, it's probably only this way because we unleashed a god killer, which is totally not my fault.
I'm convinced.
And so Ix is the one that is that
The ruler
Azra?
of the Silken Ooblet, yes.
Oh, hey guys. I think this one
Yeah, you got it. Yeah, go ahead.
I think this god is well, I know their name, but I think they're in charge of the webs behind them. Like all
Oh,
those webs over there.
Oh. Did AZEREP
So
kill
it's-
them?
Did who steal what?
Aslerox, or I think that's his name. Did he kill them?
Oh, very good point, Shio. You saw him through the gem of seeing. Outside of that, you see the leftover essence of what remains.
Ah, shit. Yeah, he did. She was gonna go out there and try to commune with this god if it can still commune. If not, try to just help.
Okay, you go out there. Go ahead and give me a D100 at advantage. Good job, Seg.
Thank you.
I rolled a 59 and a
And
94.
94 gets you there. Yeah, you commune with Ixobelith, and we'll make this part meta. You guys hear it, but only he experiences it. Real quick, let me just drop a little bit more meta information for Shio. This is meta. Everything is meta. Only Shio understands this actual information. As you now combined with it, Ixobelith was the Almond Weaver. They had the ability to bind or unravel prophecies. They had the echo perception. Their followers can read the resonant trail of any creature or object across dimensions. The blessing in which Ixobelith has now lost its tether to will all fail. Their final portfolio of skill within the... We'll call them portfolios for you, Shio. Our divine portfolios is what we'll call them. For what gods are like specialized in, and them being pulled from their like aura, like their million-mile radius, whatever have you, kind of causes all these things to either no longer exist, fail, or lack of skill then after, depending on how it affected people. That makes sense?
So, having this god loot. Sorry, I'm just trying to put it together in my
So
head.
yeah, their divine portfolio, their first skill was omen weaving. They themselves had the ability to bind or unravel prophecies. They themselves. So remove them from the picture. You now lost somebody who can rename your Pokemon. Then the echo perception is the follower's ability. Those who in which they were the Patreon or somebody they were followed or blessed by, were able to follow resonant trails of any creature or object across dimensions. Basically, like a superb tracker. And the third skill that was in the portfolio, all gods usually have 3. There's another tier that you don't know about, but that's another. We'll get to that. But their third divine portfolio skill is gravity of insight. Her presence flattens madness into stillness. Within her orbit lies collapse. So what do you think that means with your friends?
Oh, Shio sends a
Except-
message to Iz. Don't let the Delkirs leave. They will die. Or worse, they'll become boring.
Not true. It only flattens half of them. They are still part lich. Lich is not madness.
That's true. Tell them they'll lose their chaos if they come out here.
Oh. Hey guys, don't go outside. Apparently it's pure order out there. And it would be bad for you.
No, what about those cells?
Eh.
Well, the silk
Yeah.
is the barrier between madness and reality, so we should probably not fuck with it too much.
Yeah, but it's
That's
super
what a lot of
useful.
sense
super
that makes, huh?
Can we like?
How are you gonna be an eldritch horror and not play with time and reality?
Exactly.
Oh, it filters reality through dreams and makes sure that all of the madness is in dreams.
Okay.
But to continue for you, Shio, as you continue to connect with it, the original riddle was, who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it? You immediately feel as if it refers to the one being who is unmoved while the world spins, the Ixabelith, which you have discussed with. Now, the question is, do you understand what it is asking? Who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it? Shio, you may sidebar to your allies to see if you can figure out what this is asking you. But your answer, if incorrect, loses you the boon silk-threaded.
Okay, guys.
No pressure, bro. What?
Who could you post it in the chat so I can keep rereading
Yes.
it? Thank you. Who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it? I'm trying to think. My initial thought is Rosie, because Rosie tends to see everything when we don't. But who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it? Alright guys, this is a sidebar. I need help.
This is not very good at these things.
Let's start drinking and then you'll get dizzy.
Who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it?
Alright, so let's list things that people can ability to see otherwise. So we got the
Is it the blind?
yeah, the blindfold.
I tried it.
I might be being a little too literal with the dizzy part, but what has made it abundantly clear that other people can't see it? Oh, who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Web, would you say you got dizzy when you put on that blindfold?
No, but I'm about to try putting it on again after spinning around in circles a whole bunch of times.
Good plan.
Okay, can you give me a perception check at advantage as you start spinning? Do you have Seg like help you like it's your birthday and you spin faster because he's
It
controlling
doesn't
it?
have me do anything. I do that already, obviously.
Okay, so at advantage, go ahead and give it to me as you start thinking of this. Do you see it? Do you see it? You start spinning. Let's see if it's strong enough.
You gotta sing the song. You gotta sing the song.
You got
I'm gonna lucky it.
look it.
I'm also gonna sing the song and give him
You spin me right around, baby.
No, for real. That's how I'm imagining it. Yeah. Oof.
Instead, I just yak.
Did you advantage
Yeah.
it?
Web. Let's go to secret real quick.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Guys, I need help.
I'm sorry. I'm very lost in the context here.
Essentially, this god is offering a riddle with their dying breath, I think. And I can gain power from it. But who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it? I don't know if anything's ever made the whole party dizzy.
Unfortunately, I just don't. It's kind of one of those things where it's obvious when you know it, but outside of that,
Yeah, who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it? Who? Maybe it's not a specific person, but like an entity?
yeah.
Like a type of entity. Wait, could it be you?
The shit I know is dumb.
Yeah, but time leaves most of us dizzy. You seem to see it pretty well.
Yeah. Possibly. I kind of doubt that's what he's looking for, though.
Maybe it's a thing like who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Shio can see the possibilities of the future.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And and do you see it as like, do you see your own potential?
Yeah.
I really suck at riddles, guys. I'm gonna lose a boon, and I'm gonna be salty, just a little.
All right, guys. So as you are spinning web,
I see a D, an I, and an S.
and then he vomits.
I'm sorry, said it.
You did great, buddy.
A D, an I, and an S.
Disaster.
Disney.
That's honestly where my first thought went. A D, an I, and an S. Can you see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it? It would be
Seg, hot seat. What are your ideas?
Oh God.
Throw them on the wall.
Well, one that got tossed around a little bit is that it might have something to do with time, because Iz seems to be able to comprehend time pretty well, and the rest of us tend to get pretty confused by it.
So
But
if you
I'm
were
not
to
sure what the new.
if you were to okay, let's use this example real quick, Seg. Okay.
Okay.
Here's the goal. I am going to mention something, and you are going to reference it, but shorter than I do. Do you get what I'm going with?
Okay.
Let's try. If I said McDonald's,
Mickey D's.
fries,
Soup.
Crispy. I don't know.
a toy. I mean, I would have went with toy, but you get what I'm saying? We're trying to reduce, right?
Okay.
You see what we did there?
You had me in the first half, and now I'm lost again.
Okay,
How does it go
so
from
I'm gonna
fries to
reiterate. I'm gonna reiterate what you said because we're sticking in the theme, right? I start with Mickey D's, and then I said McDonald's. You said Mickey D's. Then I said fries, and then a toy Happy Meal. Like, I mean, let's be real here. That's how it gets there. But nonetheless,
Oh, it's like association game.
you see. So what you said, now apply that idea. See, now if you put a filter into something, it changes the perspective.
Okay. Oh, I mean, that big spider web is a filter, so what perspective is it changing?
Okay, now let's not get distracted. The puzzle is who can see what leaves the rest dizzy? Do you see it? It's not about the map. It's not about what you've seen. It's about these words. The last message in the chat is your only focus. Funnel it. Above it is what Wep saw when he spun around until he threw up. Wep rolled a nat 20 on his first con check. He spun around and said what he could until he threw up. Was that an echo? I wasn't sure.
Should we all get dizzy then?
Let's do it. All right, everybody spin around. I'm gonna borrow the blindfold from Wet. That's all right while I spin around.
Absolutely. You want help spinning?
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
All right. Yeah, and give me some con saves. Or yeah, con saves, because you guys don't need perceptions. You need con saves. Is and Seg are like in sync recordings. And Shield's just off. It's like you spin me right round, baby, right round, baby, right round.
One job, Shio. One
I
job.
like remixes.
You were almost there, Shio. I was like, oh, we're so close.
We're going for a harmony, Shio. A harmony.
I like the remix. I'm a modernist musician.
You ever see Step Brothers?
Yeah.
Oh God, so bad. So what are you even doing?
Nonetheless, all three of you understand that he must have meant another letter, but he threw up before he could say it. And maybe it wasn't in the right order because it's wet and he's chaos.
Is it that Sid guy?
God damn it, Web. Smack him for me. Give me a melee attack on Seg.
No.
So if the
You'll
last
be
letter that he
fine.
said was wrong, then it will be D-I, and the S is incorrect. What sounds like S when someone throws up? Wep, what did you see? What was the last letter? You're not throwing up now.
I told you it's Disney. We're going to Disney.
Disney World.
Oh God, not the rat.
You mean Jonty Jules? Oh gosh. Is that who you meant, Seg?
I've seen him twice, and he's yes, I've seen him twice. He's kicked my ass both times.
Yeah, he's out there. I'm gonna have the real player play him next time. It's gonna be terrifying. He's so much better.
Please don't tell me I have to fight him.
We'll see. I don't know. He's pretty crazy. I never chose what he did. That dude he was in my campaign and just did what he did because he was on drugs. So that's what we did. He makes the best characters, honestly. One of the like, you guys are all wonderful, but you guys have played like your one character for the past forever. These guys go through characters because they literally put them through the hard. Like you've probably seen them the most. You guys have all seen like the Thursday and then the now Monday group, but you've seen them. These guys are reckless as fuck. They see a nail and they step on it to see if they get a disease. That's how curious they are.
Yeah, they're the opposite of us. We actually care.
These guys are like, they want to sabotage themselves, and I don't do any of it. I narrate it. I'm like, oh, okay, let's do it.
Is it a minefield? Well, yes. We need it.
Yeah, pretty much. So,
Don't we know someone named Dizzy?
I don't know. What if I told you guys it was an acronym?
So,
No.
okay, so the S is wrong, so it couldn't be
No,
Sid.
who said that?
Shio did. And you didn't correct him.
Well, yeah, you said
This
that
is
because
Jill's
Web
the
threw up at the
numbskull.
end. The letter was wrong, and that was the
No, I
last
said
letter.
Web threw up at the end, and he couldn't get it all out. I don't think I said anything was wrong. Web, did I say something was wrong? Did I misspeak?
I recall you saying that maybe something else was missing.
That's what I thought. And everyone else said like the opposite of everything I said. It was like a really bad telephone. Seconds after.
Okay, so something is missing and it might be out of order.
I feel bad because Web understands everything and he cannot participate. Ooh, Seg. Web, go into a private and Seg gets a surface thought. Web, I am not gonna go in there with you. I'm gonna trust you to give him a redneck version of what's going down. Both of you shoot. Go. See, it works. Man, I'm good. Man, the power. The power.
Run away!
So I know this has been like a tough one. This has been like a lot of information. I know we were all tired of the mind, huh? It's been just too much text.
Yeah, I'm bad at riddles too.
That's what everyone says, but I'm confident in my training. If you guys, obviously I give almost everyone the answers in my puzzles because they're so goddamn good. I'm too good. I have to be easier. I'm like the Prestige, you know? I really just kind of top it every time, but there's too many of them. So I get a little crazy. I apologize, but it's really what you guys have done. Nothing is not true. Like, I'm not lying. I swear. You guys are this mischievous in nature.
Deciduous?
Mischievous.
Oh, okay.
I guess, yeah, my mish might not pick up on the mic if it, like, doesn't part on the lips. You know, they get stuck if they're dry. I gotta drink some
Yeah.
beer. See? That's what it means. I'm parched.
Ugh. I'm trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Seg, how'd it go?
It went about as well as you'd expect.
Yeah,
That's what I
pretty much.
thought.
Apparently, it's an acronym for something that we've encountered relatively frequently.
Mage killer?
Serious, intense danger.
No, because it can't be Sid because he had me. He had what hit me when I said Sid. A common acronym. Why am I really drawing a blank?
I mean, I wouldn't go say it's common, but then again, as I told Wep to describe it, it would sound pretty common to him. So I'm curious, Wep, give me a snippet of what you shared as a meta sense for the rest to brainstorm.
I just told him to roll for it, man.
That doesn't help me at all.
I know it doesn't. Doesn't help me either.
Okay. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. You guys are all going to roll a perception check right now. This is going to tell me how hard all of you guys are focusing on Robert explaining in an algorithmic manner how to break down this secret riddle message that even Robert cannot answer.
I'm gonna use a mythic inspiration right off the bat to give myself advantage.
Oh,
Okay,
well,
go for
for everybody else, then I'm going to enhance ability.
Oh, then I'll just take the enhance ability.
Okay, I had a free one anyway.
Damn.
Perception.
Oh wait, I can add inspiration die to my roll, right? Because I think I have like 2 d20 inspiration dice currently.
What? You have advantage. I gave everybody advantage.
Alright, so mine is 15 plus 1 of my inspiration die, which will be 23 total. I matched with Iz.
Wow, I almost saw that 20 coming. 19's
Okay.
fine too, though.
Okay. One second, I'm checking something. I'm also seeing what you guys are rolling, and I'm also testing AI, and they're going nuts. They haven't figured it out yet. I'm gonna share their whole breakdown because, like, here's what's fucking nuts: is what they came up with is super wrong. But between their entire process,
It was right until it was wrong.
its very first breakdown was correct. It's not its guess; its breakdown was correct. But when it started guessing, it was wrong. Like, let me just do it this way. I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna just paste. I'm gonna show you guys all of this.
You're doing like that question genie, yo? The one where you answer like 20
No,
questions to make a guess?
no. I'm asking ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT this shit.
I was like,
I said, this is a real world, put in front of you, figure it out, not tied to anything scenario. Drop it on me. And this is what it came up with. You guys, the answer is in there. The answer is 100% in front of you.
Impossible.
What I love is I gave you guys an entire fucking thing of nothing but freaking possible answers.
I feel like everything's red herring. It's all lies.
I love it, right? Now, I did tell them it was a 4-letter sequence. So I had to help them because they never figured it out.
DYSI, do you see it?
Is it an anagram?
It's an anagram.
Oh, it's a test.
Impossible.
Did I get it right?
Almost, keep going.
I mean, I heard it twice now.
So it's a test, and yes, I see it. That would be...
No, I'm just not allowing one person to answer for you.
Oh.
Look, AI answered it, but then they lied to themselves. Wep already answered it for you, but Wep is not allowed to answer it because he understands it. If I told you to remove the first sentence, did you then figure it out?
So removing the first sentence, we'll leave it with "Do you see it?" And then the 4-letter sequence. Seat. No.
See what? They're looking too deep. They like filter that. They like put lenses and just blank everything else out. They forget the world is around them. There is more to the puzzle. I just told them where to focus. Peripheral. Gosh, it sure makes me dizzy. Does it make you dizzy, Whip?
I'm fried. I just keep pulling on the pen, man.
How many ways could you guys spell dizzy from that sentence?
How many ways can we spell dizzy from that sentence? Once. Who can see? D-I-Z-Y, no?
Twice? I mean, dizzy and dizzy.
It's
No, in the last sentence. That's what I was referring to.
oh, made from the last sentence.
So, like, because remember, I said remove the first sentence to focus on the answer. So imagine you were a magician and you had to lead on the group. You had to give them something to think about, and then you had to elude them.
D-I-S-S-E-Y.
Then look back at the AI's answer. It's in the breakdown.
E-Y-S-I in middle sequence.
Pronounce that.
Is C. You wanted the D-Y-S-I, right?
Mm-hmm. Does it not leave you dizzy?
Yes.
Yo, ChatGPT's pretty impressive.
Way smarter than me. So yeah, I see it in the last sentence.
Shio.
It's the
For-
first letter of each of them.
Shio, a god cannot share its secrets. The god must be able to see them. It is confusing at its most. But if you cannot decipher what one's legend was before they were there and then they were gone, then can you be a god? Imagine you were part of an orchestra and you could not read your music, and it changed. You memorized what you did not need to ever read. But today, you do. How could you possibly perform with the struggle and stature you showed? You see what you need to today, but do not let it blind you again, as the gods do not make things easier, for their life is very complex.
I'm gonna get a riddle app so I can work on that.
Do you see it?
Yes, I see it.
I just want to let you know that is an actual branding of my own that I use for my copywriting, etc., what have you. But I have applied it into my homebrew world as the same. But I do have editorial and literature rights of a 7-volume book that I just haven't published because of reasons under that business name. So, fun fact. Nonetheless, here we are. Shia, you see this entire being before you, this god, this absolute fascinating concept. And with it, it provides to you insight that you almost never could have been bewildered with, if not granted by the support of your allies. Here are the things that you gain in the grand spectrum of embodying Exobella, the still-eyed spiral. You now have this silk-threaded boon. You have the ability to see through illusions, madness, or false memory at any period in time.
Sorry, you
So-
said I can see through
Yeah, I had an
illusion.
epic sneeze, sorry. Oof, I had to mute myself. I was like, "Rah, rah." But this is what you gain, the silk-threaded boon. The ability to see through illusions, madness, or false memory at any given time.
Ooh.
Do you see it?
And that's going to be the best part because he's never going to ask, right? He's going to forget he has this, and he's never going to dizzy it. I mean, and I gave it to him. Evan's writing down notes right now. Do
I
not
am,
fucking
yeah.
forget. Scratch, scratch, scratch. Burn that shit in with gunpowder. Boom! It's in the floor now.
I'm the ultimate illusionist, and I can be immune to them.
Right? Like, come on. Is that not... I'm just saying. I'm
Oh, it's
genius.
rad.
Anyways.
It also makes me immune to
Anyways.
Sag abilities.
Which is... I mean, how do you... I mean, you guys got to be able to fight each other at some point, right?
Oh yeah. Unless.
Unless it is like, hold on, we're going to just do, Rock'em Sock'em Robots and we do an emulator and you guys just have to button smash.
Buttons.
or because it's Strixhaven, it's gonna swap between historical and creativity words, and it's a typing game. And it's whoever
It's
does
gonna
it
be a math
fastest.
game if it's me making it.
And then it falls into the is bonus round where he just has the choice to override and jump in. We're gonna do a UA. I got you guys. Don't
Also, I created the dictionary. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, we're on it. But yeah, that's awesome. So, congratulations, Shio. That took a lot, but we got there, and we got you that. Just like we curved the grade for Seg, Shio got there, but can Shio do things with it? Well, good job. Congratulations. The rest of you guys now decide what you get to the first little spot, right? You guys want to go to the first little zone there, or do you skip it and continue?
I think we wanted to check out the planet under us real quick.
Beautiful, because I'm ready for that. Actually, hold on, I gotta do one more thing. Lighting, make sure you have full vision. I don't want to steal any. Oh wait, actually no, put lighting back on. I want you guys to feel the fear. Hold on. I don't want to fuck with that at all. Never mind. I thought I already replanted. No, there, bam. You were right.
Okay, we also
I just had clowns in my safe area, so there were clowns in my bubble. This is a walk in the park.
Oh shit! It's a tree.
Is it a friendly tree? The answer has historically been no.
It looks
A
like
tree
tree though.
with a large maw and a large steel eye poking out, staring blindly. You can always know the glories of all of our whispers. I've seen the things that do not wonder. Someone came to try to take them from me. But they fled before they could do what they wished of it. Oh, dear blesses me now to see their fates against such a being.
Wait, he has what? That somebody tried to take?
Someone tried to come and fuck him up for whatever the fuck this guy's awesome about. And he awesomed him and said, "This is why I'm awesome. Get the fuck out." And he looks like he's really fucked up, but whatever fucked him up, he must have destroyed the shit out of them because they would have kept fucking him up.
Bro,
Should-
you're a tree.
But
should
look at
we
how
help
big
him?
you guys are compared to this big one eyeball and the rest of his body. That is pretty fucked up.
Okay,
Yeah,
but I'm
we're
not a
gonna
tree.
What did they want?
As a
from
druid
you?
web, go ahead and give me a nature check.
That's why I love this. You're a fucking tree, dude.
Is you also.
Hey guys, remember how I'm really good at nature?
He's as good as he is punching. Yeah, Web is like, dude, you're a tree. Is like, oh fuck, this dude is a tree. Meta knowledge only for Is, but for the rest of you to understand the flavor, is this tree is known as the one, the only Dormon. The Dormon, which is spelled literally as it's like pretty much, Dormon, not the doorman, Dormon, as I pronounced it. Web, Zeg,
Bodor.
Shio.
Like a Jamaican door.
Yeah, he's like Dormon. You would know is through your natural, age and historical blah 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 blahs of Druidism and other is that this is one of the most original amber trees. When trees were being burnt to flamed by all those who knew that they were helpless, this is the first to mutate and adapt. They are inflammable. They are flame retardant in all ways, and they have spread across many, many, many planes to stop those of the hectic wildfires and or beings of taste. They literally seek out planes and other universes, and whoever the fuck came to destroy this tree was trying to destroy from the root and failed.
And we help it? I'm gonna think back on my nature trading and stuff and think of a way I can, glue it back together.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways of re-nurturing it. This is a very, very powerful being. Whatever it went through was very, very devastating. It would not be as swift as 500 HP. It would be much, 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 much more than that. It was a very epic finale, but it doesn't really go into that unless you discuss it with it.
I'm going to look at the board thing. Hey, can we... I'm gonna make motions like combining, put you back together, maybe?
Perhaps. Girls, yeah, that one perhaps give me a bit more capable. Ashamed and destroyed and embarquilling and sweltering the biome beings. You, the one there, yes, green and blonde and fiery in the eyes, yes. Though you look softer and more pruned, ready to fall with the simplest fear, shriveling at your kneecaps to collapse. The one I faced was full of fury and wished to stop what I could grant to those of your kind, and yet now I distrust all of you.
Yo, Shio, what does this tree got beef with you for?
Yeah,
what
way
did
to
you
go,
do,
Gio.
Gio?
We can't leave you alone.
He brought you into this too, he named you the green one.
Well, I am green, but maybe not the green one.
She just looks at with the, come on.
I mean, there's other things that are green, like trees.
Not around here.
grass.
There's no
Yeah.
grass.
I'm not gonna lie. When I said the green one, I did at first look at but he's clearly pissed at you, Gio.
Hey, at least I'm trying to help him.
Did an alternate version of me do this to you?
A sliver of your own flesh, from what I can smell.
Did it smell like metal and suffering?
He's got no nose. He's a tree.
What was that?
Your avatar.
Ah. So we're helping this guy, right, guys? Because I can help him.
Well, yes.
I'm
Isn't
gonna trust the
Avatar a-
druids.
I think Avatar is a fancy way of saying your fault, right?
Kinda. Probably, yeah.
Just checking. Just checking.
I'm gonna cast regeneration on it with the horn of the unicorn.
Ooh. Okay.
This feels
Okay.
really appropriate for the horn because it's healing nature.
I'm gonna cast Scotch tape.
Real quick insight check, Shio, as you cast this, not in the sense that you're doing the right thing, but I want you to insight to see whether or not you can just defer what's further. Ooh.
Oh, I'm a lucky that, so I don't think the wrong thing. I only have one left.
Oh boy. Now we're wondering how and when this original powerful Trent bean was created and where the original Zappos came from. Huh. Shio, you're fucking killing me, man.
Yeah, my rolls aren't great tonight. Combat probably wouldn't have gone well.
Are there fruit on this tree?
Yeah. Ember apples.
I want one.
It might be upset you're eating its young.
Do you just like look
I'm a
up
druid.
and-
We're cool, man.
Do you fly up? How do you get one? It's way the fuck up.
Yeah.
This thing's huge.
Yeah, we're gonna fly on up and get one. We're
Hmm.
cool, man. We're totally cool. I'm on your team, man. I'm a druid. I'm totally a druid, dude.
As you approach the apples, you see 3 of them bloop, 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 drop to you without you having to interact at all.
I am going to hoard these.
With such, Shio. You know that this tree fucked you up, destroyed the shit out of your avatar, wiped it off the face of the earth, and still lived, and it's ready to fuck you up if you don't help it.
I admire it.
It's a big ass tree, and it is fucked up, but it's saying that it won.
Wait, did Big U just lose to a tree?
No, the Thorexian me.
You better fix me up before I fuck you up again, kid.
Like, I'm sorry for that guy, but he kind of went AWOL.
Sure.
Are you the one that makes the sap that Lancio like shows the other him in the amber? Is this your amber?
Give me a. Do you have any resistance against psychic?
Yes, I have psychic resistance.
You have some balls. Now you're gonna show what you stole from him?
I didn't steal shit. It was floating in space.
Look, you're
Likely
about to roll a
story.
save. You fail this save, you're about to have something taken from you. So taunt that motherfucker again, but let's just see where you go from here. Go ahead and give.
Do you wait? I need to help him out. I'm gonna cast my big spell. All right, Shio. I feel like you need some help today, so I'm gonna give you some foresight,
Thank you, Is.
some
Counterspell.
true sight into the future.
Okay, so you said a wisdom save?
Yes.
Counterspell, not on my watch.
You lost by a point.
Mythic.
Wait. I'll give you a. What's my feature? Yes. Go 1d4.
Do a
Go.
thing. Do a
Do
thing
you roll
and
the
stuff.
D4? Okay, you do.
Yeah.
Your roll's better than mine.
Yeah. You, son. Yes, you're onto something, but you're also insulting something. And this thing can strip you, whether it exists or not,
Giggity.
of some blessings that you hold on to.
You ever been fucked by a tree?
You realize that you are now yielded in the essence of a god that you did not recognize. We will meta this, but only use psychically. Well, is give me a nature at advantage as you try to like decipher the godly druidic code.
Nature and advantage.
Yeah, like super
dun.
radio feed.
Oh
Oof,
my
God,
God.
you are just notorious for never wanting anything.
Is distracted by a butterfly.
As you're distracted
Yeah.
by one of the awesome
He just got
butterflies or fireflies amongst this grand tree, Shio, meta-wise to everyone else, Shio, you experience this tree connect to you. Your foolish avatar and wishes have bewildered you. A wish was used against me to create the non-existences. They did not understand that my existence relies on the barrows in the world. For as there is one, I cannot falter. An original cannot not, if they are already. And the condition exists still. We are blessings, but the burden we bear is our constant purpose. Purposefully. Yours will be the same. Had you failed, not only would you have lost your psychic resistance, other unfortunate appending things could have occurred. Shio, you are a godling becoming a god. You are in transition. You're cocooned. You're the metapod. You're not the god. And you are unfortunately constantly being thrown in front of gods of ancient, high, cultural legion. Terms in which you do not grasp or understand fully, yet your avatar seems to have no problem addressing. With Seg's God Killer loose, slaying those that could be an ally, and your avatar making enemies now neutral instead of friendly for you. The futures are going to be difficult amongst the gods.
Oh my God! Handle your shit, Shio.
I tried, and we ended up here. We set out so long ago to deal with my avatar, and now I don't know where we are.
So remember
Pick it
that
up for
box we
him.
were talking
In the
about?
wake of its destruction.
I guess we'll find it eventually. I just hope it's soon.
We should, make it a priority.
It's probably here somewhere. He's just saying beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I do apologize for my avatar. Is it still here? Because we can try to deal with it if it's still here.
You see its eyes. There's one for each of you. Osabai. And we'll end the session there.
Oh boy, everyone ready to fight a party of Shios?
Oh boy.
Well, let's try to get a rest in, and yeah, let's go fuck them up.
Arrest? What?
Is anyone else excited?
I'll
Oh
get revenge
boy.
for all the times I got stepped on.
We'll see. 4 shields against all of you guys. Ah, man. 5 shields maybe? Oof. I'm curious. I am curious because the first thing they're going to say is, if I was outnumbered, I needed friends. I figured who more than myself?
Anyone else, obviously.
Dude,
We'll see, because if they win, you guys are about to get your asses stomped. So I hope you're ready because you don't know where it's happening, but it's going to be naughty. Oh boy, a lot of shields. Ooh, I'm gonna have to
Can't
study
wait to
some
put a
shields.
Shio in my menagerie.